allergies. Jiminy, Jiminy. All right. Good morning. Good morning. How is everyone? Happy Sunday. I didn't get to say happy on Friday was the first day of summer. And then we had the strawberry moon, not was it yesterday or the night before? I didn't get to see it. I was trying to stay up for it, but then I just this little stupid virus is getting the best of me. Good morning. So today, Sunday uh is usually a more laid back day, but preparation for the week for my family. So I'm going to be doing I'm going to be sewing up a small tote. I'm going to be doing the Sophia tote by Sarah Marmony. I think this is really pretty. One of the things that really draw me to her patterns are her fabric prints. They're just always just so bold, but yet soft and very feminine. So I'm going to be doing this, but of course with my twist to it. I already cut out the pattern. I'm doing this with some backstitch fabric, so it's going to be a very Disney print, and I'm going to be using iridescent hardware. So I'm excited about this because I think it's going to make a really cute bag, and I can't wait to show you guys tomorrow. The inside of it, I need to get some more waterproof canvas and water resistant canvas, but I'm going to be using this navy blue, and then I am going to be using some areas where there'll be the pop of color of the print in the inside as well. Yeah, it does. It does scream iridescent. So I got these. I don't know if you my favorite kind of zipper pull when they're not a theme pull is a big donut pull. And I absolutely love Wawak's donut pull because it's like super big. It is like bigger than the average donut pull, and it's just I don't know. So I got a couple of these. These are going to be the zipper pulls instead of that. And I cut out a couple of different pieces to add like special little accents to the bag. So I'm really, really excited about that. And then, of course, you can't do a Disney print in iridescent without having some Wizardry Stitchery iridescent, not iridescent, variant thread. And this is the Fairy Floss one. I have a tendency of liking the Fairy Floss one than the original one. It's just a very softer, and the transitions go into really nicely. And I usually like really bold for my prints, but this one just comes out so pretty. That's my favorite Fairy Floss one. Yeah, their pulls, they're like really expensive, but look at how like they're a nice size. And I like even the connector is different than I see other people. This is really solid. This is not like a flimsy chain. So they're my favorite pulls to get from them. And like you get like 10 for $4 or something like that. You literally cannot beat that deal. Um, so whenever I do a wawak order, I order zipper pulls that are just like regular. I think I'm gonna put a keychain holder in there. So I have this solid little O-ring that I'm gonna connect to the middle center divider, so that way whoever gets this bag can clip their keychains to it. I'm doing just like I said, iridescent all the way, pulls and hardware, and I think I'm gonna do like a pop of accent either with something like this or I cut out something like this a couple of weeks ago. So I was thinking about instead of doing the Minnie Mouse head, doing the Mickey, and then just putting my iridescent name tag in the middle. And I thought it would look really cute considering everything's so bright. It could be a nice mute color in the beginning. Let's see. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, I love a good key holder whenever you could put it in there because I actually use those in my bag. Good morning, Arnetta. Oh yeah, I gotta drive to Starbucks. I gotta get some coffee. I think I'm having like coffee withdrawals. Because I've been sick with scarlet fever, I like keep falling back to sleep, and by the time I get back up, it's too late to drink coffee. So I haven't had coffee since I've had this virus, and I have had headaches, but I just like miss drinking a hot cup of coffee or a cold cup of coffee or whatever, you know? Hey, Lynette. Let's see. Yeah, so hey Eve. Um, I'm sorry about your puppy. That's tragic. It's cool to be Spider-Man. I mean, I just feel like he would be a little bit more on the down low and wouldn't tell his identity because he's trying to save. It's like incognito. He wants people to know he's weak as a human, but he's strong as a superhero. But that's just my theory. So, um, yeah, so that's what my plan is to do that tote today, and then just run errands, and I would like to cut out my bag that I'm gonna make tomorrow. And then I'm gonna make tomorrow, and I'm planning on sewing that one live. I just haven't figured out which one. I keep seeing people wanting this really particular sling bag that has these flaps, but it looks exactly like the can do pattern, just modifying the front a little bit. So I think I want to like modify it and then just sew it up live tomorrow. I do feel better. I do have the rash. The lighting, I have better lighting in here too, so that could be helping. But like if you can see, I have the scarlet rash started coming on my eyebrow. I have it all down my neck. And the thing is that it's really weird. It feels like a bad sunburn and it pills. But it is there. And then apparently they said that it might come across my mouth or just go further up my neck. Um, it's weird because like when you tell someone that you have scarlet fever, they're like, so yesterday was like my first day of kind of venturing outside of the house, and I'm still like super paranoid, even though I shouldn't be anymore because the doctor says that I am not like contagious anymore after like a certain amount of days and on virals and antivirals and antibiotics. But man, the rash keeps coming. So like, yeah, and it feels like chicken bump, like the chicken skin, ugh. The chicken skin, you know when you cook chicken and it's like there's a part where like the feathers are just plucked and it's like all bumpy. That's what my skin feels like. I wanted to share that with you. Friends share traumatic stories, so when they look at things that they will be like, damn it, Shanova. I feel a little better. I feel way better than when I initially did. I just yeah, I feel better. um So yeah, that's basically all I'm going to be doing today, sewing up this bag. I'm taking it easy peasy. I cut it out yesterday. My good friend Christine was telling me to take it like one day to do, like take it slow, don't rush into it. So today is me. Um I know. I'm like a really good Bridgerton character, actually. I had scarlet fever and I overcome. I don't know why I'm Southern, but I feel like I'll be that Southern belle in the Bridgerton series that got transported over there, and then I'm making my like debut, and then the Queen makes me her diamond. That's what happens in my fantasy right now. um, and I will like a really cool name that everyone has to like roll off their tongue. Like I don't know, I don't know, shut up. So, yeah, I'm going to do that, and then I'm gonna cut out the bag for tomorrow. I have orders I have to do. There's like a lot of little things I gotta do throughout this month as well as fulfill my orders, fulfill my bags for the next convention that's gonna be in Philadelphia. I know I haven't did the Oxbow tote. Everyone keeps telling me I should do that. Yes, Jason, I believe you should love who you want to love. I don't care who you love. I think as long as it's love and it's pure, then everything's fine. Oh, should have put the diamond in the tone. Yeah, I want to try to make the oxbow. I know they have two sizes. So you're doing 85% on the regular size? Is that what you're saying? Because I've seen some really cute ones. I kind of want to make that. I haven't bought the pattern. I need to buy it. You have made it too? Okay, I might want to just like go ahead and get that one because it looks like a really cute bag, and I'm wondering how it's trying to do. What I'm trying to do for this convention is I don't want to have like two Lolas. I want to have only one Lola. So I noticed at my last convention I had a bag and then everyone liked it, but they didn't like the print. But I got like four cells because the bag wasn't multiples. So like I want to have the reason I want to have like almost every bag different is I want to kind of showcase the variety I'm able to bring to the table in case somebody wants a custom bag. So there's that. So I might do the Oxbow a lot. Yeah, that's a great thing about Jesus. I think he judges and we're not supposed to. So you're following him. Just saying. Um, but my thing is that I want to have a lot of different variety. Like, so I'm only gonna make one. I think I'm saying this wrong. I want to say Sophia, but it's Sophia, Sophia, Fia, Sophia. So I'm gonna make one of these, and then I want to. Lisa, you guys see her on here. Her name is Lemon something. She runs a t-shirt business in the whole nine yards. She is an amazing person. She she came to the retreat with a I think 110 bubble bag, and holy smokes, that thing is a huge difference, a huge difference compared to it. And I never thought 10% would be that big of a difference, but everything just it like looks a little bit more adult. How can I put it? Like adult friendly. Like it looks like it's an adult bag versus a mini bag. Like it looks still like a mini bag, but I can't explain. There's like an adult. It just looks better. So I want to make the bubble bag with the with the Powerpuff Girls, with that one with the modifications that I had we made last month, and our last when we no bubble bag was 2 months ago. So that way I can make that and bring that to the group to the convention as well. So I'm going to plan on this month you're going to see a lot of different bags for me because I plan on making a lot of different styles just so that way I can see and I can monitor what people like at this particular convention. And I also am trying to see if I can make one bag, at least one bag for the art show. See, at this particular convention, they have an art show, and in the art show, you can put up to three different things. Um, three different pieces of art. Like so, some people do their paintings, sculptures, you name it, they do it, right? I bring my bags and you bring up to three. And I have this idea of having um, a Marvel experience. So I want to do Captain Marvel. I want to do Captain Carter from the universe where Agent Carter becomes Captain America. And then I wanted to do either um either Agatha or Wanda, so that way I can have the collection. And I wanted in three different bags, but by the same designer. So I was going to make them all lavender and twine bags, um, and put those in the art collection. So I'm being super precocious because I have like less than 32 days to get all this stuff done. But I think I can get it done if I stay focused and I do I do my one bag a day, and then that's why you're gonna be seeing a lot more live shows than scheduled program. There's gonna be like one or two brand new bags that the videos will come out for, but most of the time they're gonna be like live shows. Like I think I'm gonna go live when I'm making my husband, sons, and daughters camp shirts for Alchemac's new round that's about to come out. Yeah, the bag, it was really nice. We all like were oohing and awing when she came in there. The bag was a nice size. I can't explain it. It just the bubble bag is an adorable bag. Again, I personally could wear that one to around and about. It's my everyday bag. But if it was a little bit bigger, it would hold stuff. And then I think she was able to put her MacBook into it then. And I was like, that is a huge draw because sometimes somebody wants a bag for me that they could just put like their Kindle in or their iPad or whatever they can in it. So that's a huge draw to me. And 110 isn't a crazy percentage. You can still be able to print everything on the paper without it like fluctuating too much. So yes, that her bag was outstanding. I absolutely loved it. I also love Lynette came with the bubble bag too, and her print was so beautiful. Like her bag, her exterior was like on point. Like I was like, oh smack. Like everybody's bubble bag was like cute. The thing about the bubble bag is it draws attention no matter what. So if you haven't tried that bag, give it a go. Buy the pattern on Etsy, support the artist, give it a go because it is meant to seek attention. That's it. That is an attention seeker. Where did you get your bag kind of bag? And the thing is, there's not a lot of components to it. The bag comes together fairly quickly. It looks like it's so much more complicated than what it actually is. Um, Once you put it together, you're gonna be like, oh, that's it. Well, I could have added this, 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 and this to it. So, um, just have fun with the first one. Like if you want to test it out to see if your machine can sew it, get the get muslin. I always tell people get muslin because you can mark on it what you want to change or whatever. Use the cheaper thread that we all have in our stash that we never use muslin. Make a mock-up because it's the same thing you do when you're making a gown. You don't just go cut into your fabric and put together a McCall's pattern that you never did before, or one of the big fours, or what something you sketched out. You get a muslin, you get old curtains or whatever, and you make a mock-up and say, hey, I need to do a sway back, or no, I need to do a bust adjustment. And you figure out what you need to do the adjustments so that way when you cut out the new one, you have the new pattern adjustments to make the pattern perfect. So give it a go. Get some cheap, we all have cheap fabric. If you have bed sheets that have a hole in it, instead of throwing them away and putting them in the landfill where fabric is the number one thing that's poisoning this planet, use it as a freaking um, use it as your mock-up. Get the foam that you hate, that you have probably somewhere that's naked that you absolutely despise, use that. Or like if it's, I think it's Decaville Light, go use Profuse from Wawa because it's cheaper than Decaville Light and you get a lot of it. And or use 2 layers of Shape Flex 101, that's like the equivalent of Decaville Light, and therefore you can do your mock-up and see what you want to add or take away or whatever you want to do. Go for it. Mock up. And don't be afraid of that because I know a lot of people are like, well, I'm already sewing it once or whatever. If you were making a coat, a dress, or anything, you would not cut into your good fabric. Any seamstress will be like, yeah, no, or any tailor will be like, no, I need to pin something that is atrocious on you, and then we go from there. Let's see. You're going to be making the fun bobby and backpack for a baby shower. Oh, that one sounds like really fun. I haven't made the fun bobby, I don't think. Yes, and Lynette's right. Be careful. Know your machine, but see, here's the thing. I say this all the time, but I don't know if people really hear me on this. I'm gonna probably get a t-shirt made out of it. Just because you can sew over the bulk doesn't mean you should. I have seen bulky seams like where people are top stitching and it looks like it's bubbling over. It's not cute. Like trimming seams and keeping interfacing out of your seams should be a given whether you have a domestic or the top of the line industrial. It's you just because you sew over bulk doesn't mean you should. It just doesn't, it's not appealing, it doesn't look professional. Like if you just go to any bag store and go to Fossil, go to Vera Bradley, and you won't see like bulky top stitching. It doesn't look cute. We There are tips and tricks that you can learn, like rolling it out, hammering your seams, learning how to trim your seams so that they lay stacked across instead of on top of each other. There's so many different ways you can do to make things work for your machine. You have to just figure out your machine and become one with it. And like I told you before, you could do skills, draw on like tissue paper like lines, squiggles, trees, and then practice hand movement so that way you can get a feel of your machine to see, yeah, my machine jerks if I try to go to the left too fast or whatever. It's the same thing with the car. Have you ever just turned off the stereo in your car and just drove in silence to listen to your car to make sure that the brakes sound okay, that the brake pads are not scraping on the rotors, or like when you turn, you don't hear anything with the axle or whatever? It's the same thing we need to do with our machines. Sometimes turn off the YouTube, turn off the TV, and just become one with your machine. And once you do that, you're unstoppable. Some of the best bag makers I know have a straight stitch machine where it's either the Brother or the Juki QVP Mini, and they are selling their bags for hundreds upon hundreds of dollars. So my suggestion to you is become one with your machine. So I'm gonna hop off here, drink my OJ, and start working on this bag and get the rest of my day going. So I will see you manana, and tomorrow's going to be a little bit interesting. I'm I'm trying to give you guys the exact time I'm going to come in on Mondays through Friday. My daughter has a summer program, and I'm going to be dropping her off and picking her up. And I'm not too sure where in Columbia this school is at, so fun times. And then when July 15th rolls around, my other daughter has she signed up for some ASL program, and that starts. So there I will be coming on after they I drop them off and I come back home. So I'm hoping it's around the same time, 8:30, but we shall see. So I will talk to you all later, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day. And yeah, and everybody stay safe and have fun sewing, okay?